Just a month and a half, voters in Ohio will head to the polls to vote on Issue 2, which decides the fate of the state's new collective bargaining law. The numbers show those opposed to what was known as Senate Bill 5 earlier still lead. However, the margin has narrowed. News Channel 5's John Kosick joins us now with the latest on the poll results.
Yeah, Leon, the gap has narrowed from a 24-point margin to a 13-point one since July, setting the stage for what will be an interesting 6 weeks ahead. If voters went to the polls today, Issue 2 would be defeated, according to a new Quinnipiac University poll. But the poll also showed that momentum is moving in favor of those seeking to keep Senate Bill 5, the state's new collective bargaining law, in place. The poll shows people still favor repeal by a 51 to 38% margin, but that gap is 11 points closer than it was in July. The poll also found the gap among those in the state who favor collective bargaining reform as a whole has narrowed to just 10%. The Building a Better Ohio, or the Vote Yes folks, say that's because their ads are working. But many voters say the ads on both sides are confusing.
They're so much alike, the commercials itself.
Adding to the confusion, as the poll found, the average voter both supports and opposes different things in the new law. They support 60 to 31%, replacing pay increases based on merit rather than seniority. 59 to 35%, they support requiring public employees to pay at least 15% of their health care and 10% of their wages towards their pension. On the other hand, 58% of voters oppose banning public employees from striking. 53% oppose eliminating seniority rights as a sole factor in layoffs. And 54% think public employees should be able to negotiate over their own health insurance. Items that will be highlighted in one form or another over the next 6 weeks.
You just got to make sure you pay attention to who's paying for that commercial and just don't get fooled by them.
The problem with that is that the two sides are called We Are Ohio and Building a Better Ohio, which voters find it tough to differentiate between. Now, the good news for the governor in all this is the poll found his approval rating has jumped from 35 to 40%, which, though low, is the highest it's been since he took office. Live in the newsroom, John Kosick, News Channel 5.